Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with a continuation of LostWinds. I have forgotten everything about everything because I took a slightly longer break between episodes than originally intended because it's a bank holiday over the weekend, and so I was taken out somewhere against my pride. I was given like 10 minutes notice, and then we went out for a picnic. And now here I am, one day later, playing a Vigima game for your entertainment. Entertainment! So in the last episode, we got the power of Slipstream, which I've just demonstrated is like a means of going. We also noticed that if there are torches that are emberful, we could just blow them and then they come to life. So we can fly, we can direct fire, we could just generally have a fantastic time. And we were directed towards the east because we were going to catch up with Notea, and Notea is apparently in the old village where he may or may not have found a shrine, which means we may get yet another bonus power. Well, it's not really a bonus, it's required for progression, but you know, we may get a power in the very near future. But that said, I don't even know if I'm going the correct way, simply because, like, there's a woman in the background there, and they said that the old village was abandoned, and also the path to the old village was blocked off before. Maybe we had to find out that Notea was there before the path would even open. Is this death? This is not death, this is progression. Or maybe the door that we found is the way back. There's a mushroom. We can bounce off mushrooms. This is another thing that we learned recently. Hello there, friend lady person. I am talking like a text-to-speech. Can I burn this bridge? Yes, but can I burn the bridge, though? Why would you tease me with that? Giant-ass wooden bridge and a source of fire and no means of... More children that can be blown. Please don't take this out of context. I'm not a bad person, I swear. Friend! So how is everyone doing today? I'm talking as if it's a stream and it's not. Hello there, friend person. Do you want me to light your campfire? How are you doing?
There you are. This is most exciting indeed. I believe I've made a new discovery. Look here, the symbol on this door is unique. However, I can't seem to figure out how to open it. There is also some kind of clue written. It says...
When light above burns bright, the path edge will... That is so fucking generic, a 12-year-old could have written it.
I wonder what that means.
It means a 12-year-old could have written it. Well, I mean, maybe the slipstream isn't enough to go from one eye to the other?
Of course, how clever, why did I think of that?
I thought maybe it would want me to, like, light the campfire and then use that as a, like, you know, get the fire halfway across the screen and then the rest of the way, because these two diagonals will add up to more than the length of that, because Pythagoras. Whatever. We did it. It wasn't as hard as originally thought. Everything is Dolce and Gucci. And there are still monsters. But can I goon? I want to goon, but this is just backwards. Well, I shall not bounce on the mushrooms. Hold on. A friend in the form of a boulder. 7 parallel lines in the form of a cat, except they're perpendicular. All perpendicular to each other. They occupy 7 dimensions of existence. Oh, so this can be slipstromed? That seems a bit silly. That is just unrealistic. He says in the game about controlling the wind. Like, I'm content to just keep gusting it, to be perfectly Frankfurt. Which, okay, that reminds me of, like, something that I have no business bitching about, but, like, America, state capitals, what?
Just look at this place, it's amazing. My goodness, is that Dale?
Dale.
Remarkable, quite remarkable. It says this place here is called the Chamber of Memories. Why would someone hide away a place like this deep underground? Whatever memories they are, they must be important.
Let's look around, Toku. Maybe we can find out what this place is. Yes, I know Angel is supposed to be a female spirit, but who's to say that you can't have a deep-voiced female spirit? You close your preconceived mind.
But, right, okay, so... State capitals. Why? Why aren't the states all just independent? Why don't they just have one capital? Like, I'm complaining mostly because Frankfurt, really? Like, Frankfurt is already a place. And you're like, oh yes, this is OC, do not steal. And they just change one letter. Like, really? Really?
Wow, I wonder what's inside that chest.
Is it more unnecessary bitching about a country that has no business taking place in my commentary because it's none of my problem? That came out weirdly because I was trying to... I don't know, I'm trying to be entertaining. The point is, I've never even been to America, so it's not my place to dictate how they should function.
How curious, I remember. It all makes sense again.
No. Really? That's it? We don't even get a cutscene or anything, just a...
Let's find Dale. Maybe he can explain what's going on.
Hello there, friend. You're just sort of still here.
I'm going to stay here. There's so much I can study in this place.
Well, clearly not. We've used it for its one singular purpose, and this is a video game, so no, I think it's quite... I think it's quite, personally. I'm just going to lock you in if it's all the same to you. I love that that's a thing that I can do. Well, that's okay. Somehow I don't think this game tracks your morality, so... I'm not going to get bitten in the ass later by some sort of strange karma meter saying, hey, you trapped man guy pants inside the boob temple. The boob temple. You know, the boob temple. Have you ever been to the Nepopolis? They have a fine breastiary there. Moo-hoo. Where you cry so hard that you lactate. I mean, this looks like a fairly straightforward shot back, so I may just meet you back at Neo if there's nothing else in between. So, see you shortly. Okay, we're back at Noteo's place, and I suppose I can just talk the rest of the way there. I could have kept that in, because it was like a minute of backtracking, but, you know. As it turns out, the path to the left of those children that I highlighted before by saying that you could blow them. Like those, but earlier. The path to the left of them just literally spits us out literally just underneath Noteo's house, so... That's inconvenient. Now, I will say, this game has good load times. I'm proud of them. Anyway, Deo, how's it popping, my breasticle? Let us talk.
Dale, can you hear me? Oh, Toku, nothing's changed. We'd better just...
Enru, thank the ancients who are alive. We feared the worst when Balasar broke free.
You can hear me again. This is wonderful. Tell me, old friend, what has happened to Mistralis? Where are the other spirits?
You have returned during very troubled times, Enril. Let me explain. After the Spirit Stone shattered, the other spirits realized the true threat of Balasar's new power. Our only course of action was to hide amongst the people of Mistralis.
So you're a spirit too, that makes sense.
To do this, I transferred my powers to a secret location that I hoped nobody but I could find. And to protect this secret location from even myself, I sealed my memories within 4 sacred chests.
Wow, MacGuffin.
You have found the first chest, and in doing so, restored my knowledge of who I am. We will need to find the remaining 3, or I will be unable to use my power to assist you, Enril.
Will you take me to the chests?
I don't know why, that just sounds funny.
Alas, my friend, this is where my usefulness ends. One of the chests is located within the old mines, the entrance to which is within a cavern to the west. I would take you down there myself, but these old bones are not made for such rough terrain.
Toku, do you remember where you found me? There was an entrance into the mines from there.
Where?
The remaining 2 chests I can't seem to record the location of yet. Perhaps soon I will. You know, like when you find the second one, it'll tell you where the third one is, and so on and so on. This is like a video game or something. Toku, it seems that your mother's adventurous heart has been passed on to you.
She's passing the savings on to you!
She'll be most proud of all you've done so far for the spirits, but there is still more to do. Enril, I believe you to be in good hands. Toku will serve you well in reaching the locations of the chests. You must be quick, for if you are able to find me, then Balasar's power cannot be too far behind. Good luck to you both. Return to me once you've located the first chest.
Well, thanks. Well, I'm not 100% tiddly-toopy sure of where we're going. I guess if I take the high road, then I'll end up sploofing down and then to the around? Is that correct enough? Wait, I've already forgotten, because I was too busy voice acting to actually read the text, but, did it say where Enril found Toku or when Toku found Enril? Because if that's the case, then we're going to need to fall down the bridge again. You could just cease. Honestly, you monstrous blob creatures. I have no time and patience for you. I could just squish you by blowing you in the wrong direction. Oh, that's... Oh, you actually can sort of make that jump now with the power of Slipstream. Actually, you just dead-ass can. Nice. Well, whatever. We can just go to the place. In fact, this is... Everywhere is sealed off except for where we need to go. This has regrown. Now we could go through that door that was there before, and it's just not there now because plot convenience. I will concede that is low-key weak writing. Just, there's a door here, you can't go through here, and we couldn't think of a compelling reason as to why we shouldn't let you through. See... Oh, you can kill these. Because... I mean, I do oppose excess pettiness with criticizing video games, which is why I'm not particularly fond of Chugga Conroy's approach to Luigi's Mansion 2, because not everything needs to have a stupid video gamey name, you know? Like, so what if they called a bat a bat? They don't have to call it a smearp just because it's a video game. But that said, just having a door that you can't get through because plot convenience does seem a little bit silly. But surely it's not just me thinking like that. Why is it that in my videos lately, I just occasionally harp on Chugga Conroy's idiosyncrasies? I used a clever word. I'm sure at some point there'll be one of those doors and we'll need to hold it open with Toku's body and blow a boulder through from the other side. And birth a child and eat a Croatian. Pretty. Can I do it a smash? I know what that is. I know what power we're getting next. It's gonna be fun. We're going to get the power of Toot. And click outside the game window again. Fucking hell's bells. Boulder. You must be bolder than that. There we go. It does seem a little bit silly that, like, Toku himself can't ride a slipstream for more than, like, a couple of farts, but a boulder can just be carried by it. Like, that's sort of not how weather works? Kind of? Not really? Well, whatever. I know what we're getting next, and the way they implement it into the game is rather entertaining. So, there we go. But how deep into the place must we go before finding the bottom of either a drill shaft or the Statue of Liberty? I'm not sure. Oh, well, just there it is right there. Blow me! That was easy. Is it just me, or the fact that the game keeps giving me new powers every 20 minutes a little bit fast-paced? Well, whatever. Unless I'm quite mistaken, this is... the power of Vortex. So this is kind of strange, but... yeah, you could sort of draw a circle. That's the Earth. But you can suspend them in the air, and then... that's kind of like the original Breath of the Wild stasis, because, like, I think, because of the momentum they build up by being suspended in place, when you throw them at an object, they're thrown with more force, I think, but... there we go. Yeah. Because these things generate tones, they are also prone to destroying crystals, because for some reason crystals just have structural resonance frequencies like that. I don't know. It is a little bit fussy with the circle drawing, but I seem to have got it down now. Like, there is a fine art to it. Anyway, you've served your purpose. So yes, we can now shatter crystals and go through doors. And isn't that just a delight to all the senses? I'm just gonna circle you if that's okay. Bye, Felicia. Get in my vortex. There we go. That's more like it. Away with you! It isn't quite as intense as I remember it being, but that's okay. I'll just crush you with a boulder instead. There's health, we don't need it. We don't need no infructuation. But let's see, if I'm understanding correctly, then... get into the vortex. Except, you can't use a pre-existing vortex. You have to... if you gust something upwards, you must gust it and then create a vortex, rather than create a vortex and then blow something up into it, because that's just not how society works. You need to be careful with your circle blows. Blow circularly. Am I going to go back and re-obtain that... You're just spinning. Am I going to need to go back and get that boulder? I'm sure it would give this combat section a little bit more ease, because I could just boulder straight through it. You're just sort of having a fun time there. away with you. Honestly, I have better things to do than exist. Girl, same. I have better things to do than exist. Like if you agree. I could build a snowman with this boulder and fruit, just like in the real world. So this, I believe, is to demonstrate that I could suspend a fruit. I can knock gates down with the power of fruit. This is why they tell you to eat your 5 a day, my ladles and gentle soups. Deary Lou indeed. Deary Lou indeed. Can I do it with enemies, though? Apparently not. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've proven that it can be done with fruit, so it's no big deal. You could just blow on through if it's all the same to you. Yo! Now, I do seem to recall these, the vortexes having kind of a really viscerally pleasing sound effect to them in the Wii version, and that seems to be absent here, but I could be entirely mistaken. That is also a possibility. Whoa! Like, how strong is that fruit? God damn. Bearing in mind, up until this point, I was thinking, oh yeah, we're probably going to need boulders to break through these things, and that was a nice easy puzzle. Did you think I would overcomplicate it by trying to smash through vines with a boulder? Well, we've learned that earth doors require fire to break through them, because clearly everything is elemented. And this is why in Pokemon games, if they ever invent a sound type, it should be weak to ice. Except, strike that, reverse it. I know what I mean. Like, crystals are crystals. Clearly, all crystals ever should be made to explode upon sound. Okay, get up here. Be the ball. Just conveniently slipstream to that platform. Don't fall. I need a boulder for up here, and I don't remember for what. Oh yes, there is just a switch for some reason. Oh. Okay. Oh, I guess we have to go around the other side. I thought maybe I could just smash through that mine wall, but it would seem not. Oh, I was hoping that maybe... Did I need to smash through here as well? Can I break this? I can't use that enemy and break through from the other side. Well, that's just sad. What else is there that I could use? Nothing down here. Well, that's okay. There was a berry around here somewhere. A berry-rary. Because, of course, sentence mixing, they're the greatest of pastimes. Pardon me while I move the entire damn game window, because the developers have no idea what constraining is. Well, I don't know if that's the right word for it necessarily, but it's a nuisance that I need to constantly worry about whether or not I'm clicking too far towards the edge of the game window, which, I mean... You're going to need to click near the edges because your mouse cursor... Like, you could scroll to the edges of the screen. But, like... What's the deal with this, though? How about you just get vortexed? And suffer. Get vortexed and suffer. Well, clearly that puzzle will never have any payoff, so... We'll just carry on and forget that it ever existed. That was a flimsy bounce at best. Unless it was a necessary puzzle after all. I solved science. It's just kind of a shame that with these boulders, and these balls especially, because we need to get it from A to B, that Toku can't just pick them up. Like, I just sort of have to play a pretty tune whilst taking it from A to B. Well, it could be worse, I suppose. At least it's not like a ball made of air horns. So, like, we're just trying to transport this ball from A to B, and it's just playing the John Cena theme at us. Or could just fall further back down. That's also a fun time for everyone involved. Get up there. Nyeh. There we go. And then, since you're over there... Can any scientists in the audience please confirm? But also, ball friend. Sure, that's a way we could go, but... Get over there. apparently you're needed over there as well. Let's just break all the crystals, because there's an achievement for that, except there isn't. So, what's through here? Probably nothing of importance. Oh, okay. There's just this. I didn't even realize this was here. Okay, we did a good. I lifed well. And it looks like the other side is just the way out. So we've just solved an entire dungeon, except we've not got the second memory chest yet, which is sort of why we came down here in the first place. It could be here, it could also not be. Oh good, there are some friends. I don't know how close to each crystal these balls need to be in order to function correctly, so... Like, it would have been aesthetically pleasing to have that hover in the middle of the room and destroy both crystal gates at the same time, but whatever. Well, we've reached a... Oh, I can break through that in the next episode. I can break through that door using the ball thing. For now, though, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode we're going to do exactly that and bust through that door and... Are we back where we recognize? Or whatever. I'll see you in the next episode anyway.